know, maybe we'll hit maybe a little Money Manziel.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I like it. That was my time, dude. I was in college.
Yeah,
You always call me old, but I was actually in college at that time.
Surprising.
Okay. Oh, wow, wow, okay. What's up, Badger Nation? Kenny Guiton here, quarterbacks coach, and I'm hanging with
Colton Joseph, let's go.
Colton Joseph, the man himself, man. So let's get into it. Let's jump around a little bit, all right? Colton, tell us a little bit about yourself. So first, we'd love to know a little background about you. Tell the people about your family, you know, anything that you'd like to tell them about.
So, you know, I got a loving family. That's probably my why, that's my rock. You know, love my parents, and, you know, I got an older brother and an older sister. Everything I do pretty much revolves around family, and that's kind of what motivates me to be who I am. And I'm the baby in the family, so that's kind of what, you know, I've always walked through their steps and followed what they have done, and that's kind of what I've learned.
Well, the baby always the toughest.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding, Drayden. I'm kidding, dude, all right? But tell us what Drayden and what sister and family do and everything. What are they doing nowadays?
Yep. So my sister, she's a nurse out in California, so she's loving that. And my brother, he was a golf star at Washington State, so he loves the golf. I love the golf. You know, that's probably one of my biggest hobbies outside of football.
Okay.
You always catch me on the golf course, you know, around spring and the summer when we're not working out and whatnot. But my parents always been working hard to, you know, help us kids out and always supporting us. And, you know, I can't be more blessed to say that and to have that behind me. And, you know, just growing up in California, I always loved to be outside, you know, just going to the beach. That's probably one of my favorite things. So
no doubt.
I'm sure I'll catch you out on the lake here.
You know it.
Sooner or not. And, you know, once it warms up and everything.
No doubt. Well, Cali sounds like a good place to be outside.
Oh, yeah,
that's for sure, man. And I know I heard you say you love golf. Now, you any good?
Oh, yeah. You're about to see.
All right, good.
You're about
Badger
to see.
Nation, we're going to try that out this summer. Now, this spring, summer, I'll let you know. I'll get back to you on that one, okay? Mm-hmm. Tell me about this. Talk to me about football in general. What age did you start? Were you always a quarterback? Did you play any other positions? What made you fall in love with the game, you know, and all of those good things?
Yeah, so I got into it around 6 years old, little flag football for the first year, and then after that, you know, I was ready to put the helmet and pads on. So about 7 years old, that's when I started hitting and got my bell rung a few times.
We all did.
Yeah, and you know, I kind of fell in love with it after that.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you could, you know, have a brotherhood and a family out on the field, but you can also be violent, and it's one of the only sports that you could actually, you know, be violent and be tough and show all those kind of emotions on it, you know, on the field and whatnot. And that's just really exciting for me. And I kind of play that way when I'm out there. I like to, you know, show emotion and show, you know, toughness and what I can do on the field. And I feel like it's a great sport that showcases all of that.
No doubt. Well, we've all seen it. We're all excited to see it here firsthand now. What went into your decision, man? Obviously, we got you from Old Dominion, and man, hell of a career. Congrats on that there, man. And we obviously can't wait to see it in the Badger uniform. But what went into your decision to go to Old Dominion, and talk about your experience there, man, and the times that you had?
Yeah, so Old Dominion, coming out of high school, it was one of my better opportunities to go there. It was on the coast, so, you know, the beach helped me get over there. But you know, it really helped me grow into the player I am now, learning the past 2.5 years there, learning under, you know, the quarterbacks before me. And that's the biggest thing, was just to learn and develop myself, not only, you know, from other people and other coaches, but, you know, finding a way to, you know, what my routine looks like and what I need to do to be successful. And that's kind of what ODU helped me figure out. And then, so now I'm here with you, ready to get rolling with you and with Coach Grimes and Fick and all that. You know?
No doubt.
So I'm super excited and pumped up to be a Badger.
Shoot, we are too, brother. We are too, man. And it's exciting times, and you find out your process, you find out your routine and exactly who you are. And I feel like those are some of the best players out. You know, they know exactly who they are. You look at the top players ever, the Tom Brady's of the world and all those. I mean, we can name multiple guys, but if you watch them play, it's like they know exactly who they are in their game. 100%. You know what I mean? And that's what we're all trying to reach. And I can't wait to help you reach that goal, man. So keep going. Decision to come here. I mean, we talked about your decision out of high school. You know, the Old Dominion one was a chance for you to go show and do what you were able to do. And now you get here. What went into the decision of saying, hey, I want to go to Wisconsin. I want to represent the state of Wisconsin and be with Coach Fickell and his staff and get a chance to change this offense around and this program around?
The recruiting process is a scary process for you guys who haven't been through it, but I really loved how you guys approached everything, and I really felt the love that you guys showed, and that I was a player for you guys and I could help in this offense and this system. It wasn't so much all about what you guys can do for me, but it's what you guys can do for me off the field. And I think you guys are great people, and that was one of the main things that I really loved about it, and how much you guys really cared and showed how much you love the game and care for your players. And that was one of the biggest driving factors that I loved. That, and then Badger Nation. You know,
no doubt.
I saw the clips, I saw the stadium, I saw, you know, jump around, all that, and the games you guys won, and you know, that just pumped me up so much. And I'm excited to get out there and show Badger Nation what we could do.
Man, great to hear you say that, because I tell people all the time, man, even in the recruiting process, right? Like, everybody has cool stadiums, everybody got, you know, good facilities for the most part, right? And all that good thing. But to me, it's more about the people, man. And that's one thing that helped us understand exactly who we wanted as that QB guy, you know, and we got a chance to get around you, meet you, talk with you, and a lot of sentiments you just expressed for us, man, we feel the same way about you, and not just you, your family. We all know that, you know, the saying, the apple don't fall far from the tree, like, right? Like, we all know, like, you're gonna be what your family has raised you to be. And so, man, when we got around you, we knew exactly, hey, this is the direction we want to go in. Let's go and let's take this thing to the next level. And speaking of the people, now you've had a little time to be in Madtown, to be in Madison, man. What do you think about the city? How do you feel about, you know, Madison outside of campus?
Man, this place is live, I'd say that. You know, it's a great city. Everyone I've, you know, been around or talked to, full support with everything Wisconsin this, Badger that. It's a really good feeling to have a city like this who, you know, forms everything around this school and around, you know, even this place. It's a beautiful place, you know, in between the lakes and whatnot. And, you know, I'm just, you know, blessed to be here, and, you know, I love everything about it.
Well, I'm sure you can teach me a few things on the water.
Yeah, I will.
I'm trying to learn, man. I'm good on the golf course. I'll be good there. I'll be okay. I can hold my own. Okay. I won't be great, but on the water, I need a little help. Okay. All I do is
go out, maybe get a little boat, some jet skis. You know, get a little wakeboarding action.
We'll definitely get some of that in. I can't wait for it. We'll have
See how athletic you really are. I know you talking like you really athletic in the meetings. So
Badger Nation, I'll never lose it. Okay.
We'll see about that.
I'll never lose it. Okay. All right, man, you done been on campus a little while now, working out with the guys and everything, man. How do you feel, you know, your style of leadership is showing itself within the team right now?
Yeah, no, as soon as I got here, I felt very welcomed by, you know, the coaches and all the players. And, you know, it's a pretty new team. A lot of you know, young freshmen coming in, a lot of transfers coming in. So I think it was a good opportunity for me to get around everyone who's not, you know, been here for a while. It's a lot of new faces and a lot of new personalities all coming into one spot at once. And I think it's a good opportunity for me to, you know, kind of step into that leadership role and help drive these dudes to, you know, play harder and just work out as hard as they can and just have fun while doing it. That's another important part I like to do, is have fun, you know, just
100%.
You obviously got to be serious.
Yep.
This is a very serious sport, but I think, you know, cracking jokes and just having fun with the guys while you're doing it just makes it, you know, more fun and more enjoyable for everyone.
I got a saying you'll hear before every game: have fun.
Yeah.
Because if you're having fun, we're probably winning.
100%.
So let's go have fun, man.
Yeah.
Do you think about the days like when you first got into this game, right? When we were all in Little League. He said he started at 6. I think I started around the same age. Why did we all play? You want to hear mama yelling in the stands. That's my baby, you know what I mean? And like, that was the fun times of the game. And those times can get more serious and business oriented as we get higher in this game. The different levels that you can reach, but it's easy to see when a guy's having fun, right? A guy's 100%. Out there and just having fun, smile on his face, balling, and next thing you know, you look at the scoreboard and Badgers are up.
Yep.
You know, and so that's the part of the game that I do think a lot of people lose, and I love to hear you say, man. So keep that rolling. Keep that rolling.
Sir.
No, we talked a little bit about why you came and, you know, feeling like the offense as a whole is a good fit for yourself. How do you see your game translating or maybe taking the next step within this offense?
Yeah, so I think just the multitude of the offense, and with all the formations, the shifts and the motions, like all that, you know, keeps defenses on their toes already. Mm-hmm. And then come with that, you know, I think the diversity of my game can also, you know, really put defenses in a bind. You know, as soon as they're ready for that shift or that motion, then they got to be, oh wait, we got Colton out here, like we got him, we got, you know, all the receivers, you know, everything, and the running backs, tight ends, everything we do, they're gonna have to cover every inch of that field.
Yeah, no doubt, the multiplicity in it all.
Exactly.
Yep.
So whether you know, we're pounding it on the ground or you know, lighting it up through the air, I think we'll be able to, you know, stretch defenses horizontally and vertically, and I think that's a really important, you know, piece, and it's gonna, you know, give some guys some headaches for sure.
Agreed. Well, y'all can see we're on the same page here, because I mean, all the different things that we can do and all the different versatile things that we feel like he can do as an individual will only help this team as a whole. And so we're excited about all of that, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Tell me this: 4th and 5. 4th and 5, game on the line. We can end the game right now. We're up 4 points. So they need a touchdown, but we don't have to give them the ball back. What do you want to hear called? What is your number one call where you're like, all right, coach, 4th and 5, I'm giving you 6 yards?
All right, so we're going to get some spread out formation, maybe some trips or something, and get some rub routes over there. Probably going to be in some sort of man. It's 4th down, you know, big situation. They got to cover every inch. Some sort of rub route, get guys open in the flat, get guys open in the secondary level, and then roll me out, you know. So if that's not open, you know, I can always, you know, put my head down and find a way to get those 5 yards. But either way, we're getting those 5 yards.
I love it. That's where you show the toughness right there if you got to go get it, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a big part of it, man. And yeah, I like it. I'll keep that in mind, okay? I'll keep that in mind.
Here we go. What's your call? What are you bringing on 4th and 5?
4th and 5, my call. Oh, okay, here we go. I think I'm actually, it's probably a little different, but I'll probably go RPO-ish.
Okay.
Right, RPO-ish where you're on the run for the RPO though.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where, hey, if they give us the count for numbers to run the ball, we might run it, right? It may be a QB draw, RPO style, right? Where I got QB draw with some kind of man beaters and a zone beater side, where we may be in 2x2, and I say, hey, look, they run zone, look here, they give it to you, throw it. If not, take off. Man to man, look at this side. If you got it, throw it. If not, take off, you know. But other than that, another RPO, just, hey, maybe something ball and gut of the back. If he closes, you on the run with routes on the outside, you know. So just something with multiple options to make sure whatever the defense does, they're not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to be deficient in numbers on whatever we choose to do. And now we let all our different playmakers have a chance to go make a play with maybe a one-on-one.
Yeah, I love it.
And so, yeah, try to be as versatile as I could.
Here we go.
Know? All right, Colton, we're going to end this with a little rapid fire, all right? You ready to roll?
What you got?
4th down, here we go. Favorite athlete ever?
Julio Jones.
Okay, who do you shape your game after?
Mike Vick.
Okay, music pregame you're listening to?
We got a lot of different genres. I like all music, but I'd say kind of that Nirvana kind of area.
Yeah.
A little
I got the T-shirt. I don't know who it is, but I got a shirt.
A little bit of house music sometimes.
Okay.
And then maybe some rap, like some Drake or some Gunna or something.
Gotcha. Favorite celebration?
Ooh. I don't know. Maybe we'll hit a little Money Manziel.
Okay, I like it. That was my time, dude. I was in college.
Yeah,
you always call me old, but I was actually in college at that time.
Surprising.
Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. All right, if you couldn't play a sport, what would you be doing right now?
And like, I couldn't coach either?
No, couldn't coach. It can't be anything sport related. What would
probably
you
be selling houses.
Okay.
Yeah, I like real estate. So
real estate.
You know, whether it's houses or like commercial buildings, I like that.
You'll always have a job.
Yeah.
You'll always have a job. That's big time. Well, Badger Nation, this is Colton Joseph, Kenny Guiton, coach quarterbacks, and we're excited. We're excited for the times to come, and hopefully you got to see a little bit behind the scenes of Colton. Stay locked in with the off season and everything, and we can't wait to show you exactly what we're bringing to the table.
Yes, sir. Badger Nation, let's roll.
Let's roll. Hold on, let's do this for him. Don't be good.
Be great.
Be great, baby. Don't be good. Let's go make it happen.
Let's do it.